it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's going to be a pretty good video today. We're going to do an update on the 60 litre tank, and should be pretty good. Make sure before you watch you subscribe and like the video and comment down below. But not the best time to do an update since a couple of things have gone really bad, but the tank's looking alright, especially for the corals. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to be running through everything in this tank, from equipment to stocking and corals and everything. So it's a Neptunium Cube T40 60 litre tank, and it's not a bad tank, it's an all-in-one. And yeah, well, let's start off with the equipment. Off with the equipment, we've got a Dymax 50 watt light, not a bad light. It's I think it's like 280, and it comes with the bracket and the fan. It's pretty quiet. It's got a nighttime setting, but I still don't understand it. I've had this tank for a year. It's a little bit confusing because yeah, the intensity and spectrum is like a little confusing with this light, and yeah, it's not probably beginner friendly, if you could say. I definitely would rather an AR Prime. This one is our wave maker. I got this I traded some fishing for it. Does the job. Needs a bit of a bloody clean, but I don't actually know what brand it is, but it's just got a magnetic thing to hold it on. As I said, it's an all-in-one system, so it goes down there, up through this chamber, no sorry, up there and down that, and then up into the return. And this is where we have my ATO, and that just goes down. That's my ATO reservoir. And it's little sensor, it's bloody good, this one, it's $70 and it does the job. Little temperature thermometer, 26, perfect. And that's just the probe in there. That's the tube, return tube for the ADO. I'm just got an aerator to get some more oxygen into it. Just Aqua 2500. And I do have a fan keeping the tank cool. And that just blows up on the top of the surface, keeping the tank nice and cool. Filtration, I've just got some foam padding here that does the job. And some marine pure rectangles. So they're just biological media blocks. And I think there's 9 of them in there, and that's plenty, plus the rock skate, that's heaps. And that this rock skate's previously been changed. I do have an update in this video, so you will notice that it's changed. Filter floss, another foam pad, and behind there I have a refugium. So there's the light. It's a 45 watt light, and that's just powering some macroalgae I've got behind there. And that seems to be doing pretty well. Macroalgae doubles in size every time I check it, which is about once every 2 months or once every month, whatever. Just got a 55 watt or 50 watt heater in there, and an Aqua return pump, and that I've had to split that and put a valve in there, and I'm actually going to turn it up today because it's getting pretty close there, and I want some more action with drainage here so I can get more surface skimmate. So yeah, but I just made this little acrylic cover to stop some of the evaporation with those bubbles. Alrighty, let's go on with the stocking. Just have a pair of clowns in here. Unfortunately they died on New Year's Day, just a couple of days ago, to ick, and I obviously noticed it too late, which is a real shame. And I'm not sure, but maybe this chromis has brought it in. As you can see, it's got a white patch on its head, and I have no idea what that is. But I'm kind of annoyed because those clownfish were doing really well. I've had them for ages, and they died from ick, which is really a shame. So stocking isn't the best. I am dosing this reef medic over the course of 15 days. There's videos on that, and that seems to be doing the job. But again, it's a shame that my clowns have died. That really sucks. I have a throwing starfish, and he seems to be doing pretty well. That's him moving there. And he doesn't. I didn't even notice a difference with him eating algae. I have to clean it myself. I do have 2 Nasaria snails in here. They do not eat the algae off the glass. They are scavengers. They're great fish. They hide in the sand bed. And if you can see one now, they have like little snorkels, and they stick their little snorkels out until they smell some food. Can't really see them. And we do have these parasite things in here, but I looked them up, and they actually they don't affect anything. They actually eat algae, so nothing to be worried about there. 2 hermit crabs in here, and I'm thinking of taking them out and putting them in that tank over there. I do have a video on that, just uploaded it before when that gets set up. So, because I don't want them, I want to get some other snails, like some, I don't know, like troguses and stuff, and I don't want them to take their shell when they get big enough, because I prefer snails than hermit crabs. And in that case, then I can have a cleaner shrimp, which is a skunk shrimp. They're really cool. I really want one of them. So yeah, I've chose to go with I did have, so it looked like an oval, and I didn't want that because there wasn't much room for corals, so I've gotten that out and put this in. It's a bit more flatter, so then I can have some more room for corals. And I did make this frag rack. If you're wondering, there's a video on that, how to make it. It's pretty easy, and it doesn't look bad. Not half bad actually. So yeah, beauty of a tank. Really good glass too, nice and clear. As for corals, let's get into it. My newest one's this mushroom, not fully opened yet, but I want it to encrust in that rock. It looks pretty cool there. And that zoanthid, and I've got some plans for those zoas in a second. Get out of it, chromes. And what other one was it? And the blasto. That blasto's really cool. I'm gonna feed him on Wednesday. And I've just glued him to the rock there. And the power head isn't actually hitting him because I don't like a lot of flow. It's hitting that and rebounding. 2 mushrooms. This fluffy mushroom, I'll definitely recommend this. This thing has been through hell and it's still with me, and now my tank's all stable and it's just thriving in here. Great beginner coral, I reckon, this fluffy mushroom. If you can find one, definitely get it. It's great. And 2 acans, just a green and a red. They're doing fine there. That red one probably is my favourite, and from what I can see in there, one of its heads were lost, and I think it's been stung by something. But that it was originally where that green mushroom is, where the starfish is, so maybe the hammer. I have 2 Duncans in here, and this was a really cheap piece, and it's healed itself and done good. It's for $15 in Australia. So there it is. It does get bigger, and it doesn't look half bad actually. So yeah, so there's that Duncan. There's this Duncan. So that one I have on the frag rack at the moment because I'm not sure where to put it. Seems to be doing pretty good there, but I want to glue it onto the rockscape somewhere. I'm thinking right there. So it's branching off and it looks pretty cool next to that Gunipora. So yeah, not a bad. I got that for my birthday. It's a really nice coral actually. It's, as you can see, it's growing some heads on it, so eventually I'll have to frag them off. But yeah, really nice. Really nice. I do have 3 affiliates in here. I have this hammer, because that was 45, and that's massive. Great piece. Do have this frog spawn here. Not the nicest looking, but it fills in the tank. And my first affiliate, this torch, it's doing great. It does get bigger. 3 heads on it. It's doing really good. Got some good flow, but as I said, I'm going to turn that up and get some more flow here because I do have a plan. I want to get rid of this hammer and put this rock in that I've made, as you can see, and put it there and grey GSP all over it. So when it gets up to the top, I can just take this rock out, frag it, put it back in, so it doesn't get onto my main rock display. Sure, if I want to keep the hammer, we'll have that new rock in with a bunch of GSP on it. I think the GSP would look really cool. Get some really good growth out of it. Well, that thing's pretty cool. Doing well there. And that, honestly, I still don't know what that is. That was $10, and that's doing really well. Like really, and I don't even know what it is. I've had no problems with it. But I think the only problem I'm having is it looks like it's sort of getting eaten away by something. But other than that, lost nothing on it, and it's just doing really well, as you can see. Waste my 2 Zolas. I forgot the names for these, honestly, but that one's really cool. That's probably the biggest in that one. And my plans for these is to get rid of that Duncan, because you're probably thinking, well, those Zolas going to grow over that rock there. Oh yeah. So I'm going to put them on this frag rack with some other rocks, and I'm going to have that frag rack. That's going to be my Zola garden, realistically. I'll have it close to the surface. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I just don't like them on that rock, because if I'm on a frag, it's a bit sketchy, so yeah. I'm not dosing yet. I don't have any calcwassler or anything. Just got my return, radio, heater, air pump, wave maker, light, and the fan to keep it cool. I'm not dosing anything. The only thing I'm dosing, Reef Plus. And that, after I started dosing this, all the corals just look happy and thriving. So yeah, just keep that one fish in the fridge. And to cycle my tanks, I use Dr. Tim's. Refractometer. I do have Aqua Energy, but I haven't been dosing that. Don't really need it. And for my coral dip, I just use this, the Me coral dip. That seems to be going fine. Red Sea Alkaline test kit. And food I'm using is 100% Reef's home brand. Yeah, got it for a good price, but honestly, it doesn't feel quality. My clownfish like it. Their own fish don't eat it. It's lasted me a while. Good price on it, but it just doesn't feel good quality. And you can feel quality food just by smelling it and the texture if it's moist. And this is dry. And if you use good quality food, they said it could go, but I don't reckon. The lid, I'm just using this glass top at the moment. As you can see, it's much bigger than the tank, which is pretty ugly, but I have that Red Sea lid, which is a waste of money. So I've made my own, just some fly screen from Bunno's, and it's great. I just waiting for the mesh to come in the mail. Cut a little bit out there for the wave maker cord, and just got these little tags on it, pot rivet them in so they can sit nice and even in the tank. So this is not hard to make, just get a hacksaw or whatever and cut her up and get the angles and you're done. There you guys have it, hope you enjoyed. Anything I missed, just let me know, and make sure to give the video a like, and if there's anything I missed, yeah, give it a comment below, and yeah, hope you like the tank. More videos to come on this one, as I said, but yeah, stay tuned and have a good one, mate.